friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikki and welcome back to Wolfquest. We are joined with Timber and he's still a little heartbroken. If you joined us in our last episode, the Wildfire Pack is currently recovering from the loss of Nisha, and I've had a little bit of time to sit with it. It was definitely pretty rough, so I thank you guys for understanding that it was definitely a shock. I thought I was ready for that. Turns out I wasn't, so I feel a little bit bad because I really want to make sure that I tell their story and do it justice, and I was just so choked up that I just could not do it properly. So I'd like to reflect a little bit more on yesterday's video and, you know, just talk about Nisha and everything that the pack has gone through. So obviously we're really exhausted. We do actually need to sleep. So, you know, hopefully we can get that done. But, you know, this family is so close-knit and they are definitely struggling with the fact that Nisha is gone. But one of the things that Timber is focusing on the most, and we chatted about this already, but you know, Nisha absolutely wants to make sure that her kids are doing well. And I think in that moment, she was able to rest her head knowing that everything was okay. She, at that point, was looking around at her family, seeing that it's the best time of the year, with the baby ungulates and the food is abundant. And I think the biggest thing that helped her rest was looking at Timber and what they managed to accomplish with the territory. Knowing that both of the two major packs are taken out was just such a breath of fresh air for her. And seeing that Timber can still go out and do what he needs to do and instruct the pack, just gave her so much relief. And also knowing that her son Blaze is doing well up in the north. You know, I definitely think Timber kind of shared that information when he came back after seeing Blaze and his mate and just doing a little check-in there. And you know, I think all in all, it was just a really peaceful moment for her, and I'm really glad she got to experience that, and I'm really glad that we were able to finally get there. That has been one of Timber's biggest goals, is to just secure everything as best that he could for his pack. And you know, everyone is still really sad. They're missing Mom. As we look around here, the pack is just, you know, getting comfort from each other. Nobody is spread out. You know, everybody is just right here snuggling up, and with that we are going to get a good sleep in and continue on with our day. We need to make sure that we're doing everything that we can for everyone and still providing for little Bolt and Striker. It's definitely sad that Nisha didn't get to see her last two little boys grow up and apparently grow up to 15 pounds. What the heck? Oh my goodness. Well, here we go, guys. We are ready to rendezvous. The pups are too big for the den. Oh my goodness. And here are the little ones, all leggy in their little, not teenage phase. I don't know what, toddler phase, I guess. Yeah, holy cow. How you doing, Bolt? Oh, he's got a little tucked tail. He's like, I'm not sure about what to do. It's okay, buddy. You're doing great. All right, well, let's make sure they are getting all fed. Yep, looks like everyone is all good to go. We can certainly, oh, yep, we're crazy peak. Oh my gosh. Well, look at how good Blaze is doing. My goodness. Yeah, that really opened up this space, and now we've got some crazy peak wolves. Oh my gosh, they don't sound good. Hopefully they're not little psychos. And we do have some rendezvous really close here, so I'm kind of curious which rendezvous this is over this direction. It might be leaving the forest, which I don't necessarily want to do, but it's also really, really in the middle of our territory. So let's just take a peek. Soot, do you have a bunny rabbit? He's like, I'm gonna make sure to take this for a snack. Oh, Soot, you are so funny. And the kids are getting to stretch their legs. Look at Striker and Bolt. I think this is going to be really good for the pack to be able to, you know, move on from that den. I think that is really going to help just kind of put a little band-aid over that wound for a little bit. Of course, it's never going to be all the way healed, but, you know, I think just a fresh sight is going to help them. And this is where Blaze and Cole and Spark and Kindle. Spark and Kindle were raised. I had to sit there and think back in the generations for a moment. Sunbathe Rock, I guess? I don't remember what we called this place. But is just on the edge of our forest here that we can always look over. I think this will be good for now, and if we ever want to go back straight into our forest, we absolutely can. Our rendezvous is like right there. So they're really, really close by. But this is also really prime ground. We've got the creek over here to the side. We've spent many summers in this area, and you know, it's just really reminiscent. It really brings Timber back. He spent so many summers with Nisha here, and I think that's filling his heart with a little bit of joy. So I think, what do we have? Oh, the toads and stuff are here as well. Are you guys gonna go hunting? Oh, Bolt already did. I think they both caught a frog. That is so fun. Good job, you guys. Yeah, good job, Striker. Oh my gosh, yep. Now the pups are really going to start growing fast. I mean, not faster than they will in the next section, but there you have it. Okay. Oh yeah, look, toad carcass. So, one of the pups is already nomming on the toad. That is so fun. All right. Well, I'm not scenting much on the wind here. It might be good to just go ahead and do some territory management then. I think Timber is just going to go off. Hi, Cole. I think Cole's probably doing a little bit of thinking now, just about what kind of his future is going to be like. Hold on one second, guys. I turned up my music volume and I just feel like it's a little loud. All right, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, you know, I think right now Cole, with losing his mom, you know, probably shifted a lot of things in his mind where, and I'm sure probably a lot of the wolves here, it has, but you know, when you're in a routine and you're used to something being one way for so long, you know, it just doesn't really occur to you what it would be like if all of that changed in one foul swoop. And, you know, that's exactly what happened to this family. And I think for Cole, that's kind of made his mind shift a little bit of, oh my gosh, like this is something that can happen to us. This is something that is real and can happen at any time. You can lose a pup, you can lose a mate, you can lose a family member any given moment out here. And I think that losing his mom has really kind of put that into perspective for him. Oh, buddy, I know. It's hard right now, but we'll get through it. Your dad has trained you well. And we're just gonna keep on keeping on. Now, with this being this time of year, the elk are supposed to be up in these higher elevations, but you know, I do kind of am starting to think that Wolfquest doesn't really consider this area high enough elevation. We've struggled many a summer in this location. I will say that we may want to move out of this area if we don't end up having a lot of luck with it. But we will see. It's really nice just returning to that little spot though. That was our first rendezvous we ever had. And I think that's what the family needs right now. I think they just need to feel close to one another. I hope you guys enjoyed the editing that I did on that video. This is actually... Ooh, moms. I just remembered they're still out. That'll be good. But yeah, this is the den where Nisha had Cole and Blaze, and they were right here crawling out of the den the very first time. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the little editing sequence we had there. Got a mule deer mom. Mule deers are just about the smallest snack you can find. Well, that's not true. Pronghorn are. Spark's just gonna go after the deer itself. Alright, let's just go ahead and continue worrying about our territory more than anything. And we will just have to see what we find. But we definitely... Ooh, here's an elk mom. Let's start looking for her, baby. I really don't want to spook her, though. Spark, don't spook the mom. We need her as an anchor point to know where to look. There we go. Alright, let's see how hungry everyone is currently. So Striker and Bolt are pretty full. We're not in growing pups just yet. Looks like everyone's health has improved. That's good. Our adults actually were really hurt there for a minute. And everybody's food is about in the 80s, so I think we will go ahead and just take turns munching on this and filling ourselves up. I think Timber, since there's 4 of us, well, I'll just do our best to get 1 bite in. And looks like we need to head a little bit north. Now, one thing with territory that we're really going to have to look out for is our affinity. We really cannot be gone for long. So that is going to be quite the challenge. But we'll see what we can get done here. Now that Blaze is getting, his pack is getting so big though, it does feel pretty smart to make sure we'll bring this one back even though it won't last long. If we find another one though, another mom, we'll scarf it up. But yeah, with Blaze's pack, I mean, getting so big, look at all of this. It does feel smart to just make sure that our boundaries between him and us are reinforced. So we will go ahead and do that. And our sleep meter is already gone. Is that a pronghorn mom or no? So yeah, we'll just see what we get up to out here. All right, well, we were pretty successful on our little outing there. We only got about 3 or 4 hexes marked, but I think we found 3 calves along the way. So all the adults that joined us are completely fed, and we have an elk calf to bring home for everyone else. The pups aren't super hungry, but that will help the grown-ups be able to eat. And I'm suddenly curious. So of course Ember and Ash are our yearlings. I just want to refresh how old everyone is. So Cole is age 5, Spark 4, Flint 3, and Soul and Sit are now 2 years old. That's really hard to believe that Soul and Sit are already 2. That is crazy. Yeah, and then next spring Cole will be 6. So yeah, we've got quite the pack here. Ember, you look so beautiful in the sunshine, my love. Look at how deep your coat is. You're even redder than Cole. Ember, you are just on fire. Okay, and let's see here. So it looks like Ember is probably the most hungry again. She tends to do that. I don't know if she gets pushed off of the food a little bit. So, oh, somebody brought a rabbit. Well, it looks like Ember at least got to eat some of that. There are some bad scents around, so I'm just gonna woof the pups in. And they're currently not listening to me at all. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and investigate what these smells are. Oh my god, female dispersal from the shadow pack. Excuse me? You guys, the shadow pack is where Nisha came from. I think this kind of has Timber reeling a little bit. I think he's feeling like he's maybe scenting Nisha, and maybe Nisha is coming back to him. And I think that he's really compelled to follow the scent. I mean, deep down, he knows that this isn't Nisha, but it smells so much like her. And he can't help it. I mean, we're right near our forest as well. I can only imagine what is going through Timber's head right now. In my mind, I feel like he is just sprinting towards the smell, wanting answers. He's confused. This wolf smells so much like Nisha. And he does not want to lose the scent. Unfortunately, this wolf is going all different directions here. Maybe he can just follow the scent in the air. It looks like they were hunting. And the funny thing is, look, this shadow female is with a big timber male. You guys, I can't make this up. You know, since we're in the multiverse, I can only assume that this is, I don't know, whatever powers that be. I feel like this is kind of a way of starting anew with Timber and Nisha. Just scenting these two wolves together. Oh, it's Layla. Yeah, we met Layla before. She stopped and ate some food with us. Let's go ahead and get her name tag up. And there's Hawthorne as well from Big Timber. How funny, you guys. Well, thank goodness it's not, you know, another female from Big Timber or from the Shadow Pack. But I think this definitely has no, we're not interested in that. Sorry, Layla. But yeah, I think that just threw Timber through a loop for a moment. Man, we really ran south, didn't we? And you know, maybe this is a way of kind of immortalizing their relationship and them starting over again, kind of in another life. That really brings a smile to my face. I mean, how could you not see the connection there? I mean, as a player, that makes me really happy. I think for Timber, I think he's you know, he knew that that it wasn't going to be Nisha. He watched Nisha pass away, but just catching the scent of a Shadow Pack female on the wind, I think that kind of confused him, and you know, he was compelled to investigate. And yeah, I think that's kind of helping him cope a little bit. So since we're south anyways, let's go ahead and get this all marked up. And I will meet everyone back at the den. Well, hello family. I tried to find you some elk calves, but sadly I could not. Dad was actually gone, and the affinity was getting pretty low there. but looks like everyone is doing okay. All right, and the territory is looking pretty good. Looks like Blaze is really making a comeback here. And I'm pretty happy with what we have. We still need to shore up a few bits here and there. Let's go ahead and see how Glacier Lake is doing. I'm very curious about them, but they still seem to be doing okay. I still have not forgotten how they rated us in probably the most heartbreaking and worst time imaginable. So yeah, they're very scummy and I don't appreciate them. And it looks like a huge amount of the Grant's wolves have all passed away. They were over here in our dispersals tab, but it just does not look like any of the Grant's wolves were able to make it on their own after they dispersed. So that is pretty crazy to see. Let's see, do we have any? I mean, Teton is still out there making it. Doesn't look like, it looks like Hawthorne, I think we just ran into Hawthorne, is still doing okay. We actually had 2 one-year-old wolves on the dispersal tab because I know we had commented on that, but it looks like the other one has since passed away. So yeah, lots of dead wolves here that are not thriving. All right. Well, with relatively full tummies, we're gonna go to sleep. I'm always looking out for interactions in the morning to see what everyone is doing. But so far, nothing crazy. Speaking of crazy. Oh wow, yeah, Glacier Lake is still making moves here. Looks like both Blaze and Glacier Lake are really trying to get this contested territory, and Crazy Peak is trying to make a stand. So I wonder, they already have a home site. So I wonder if they are moving in with some of like their rendezvous pups. That would make a lot of sense. Let's see how hungry everyone is. Ember is pretty hungry. We had some interesting scents on the wind when we first woke up, although I'm not scenting any elk at the moment. It would be good though to get Ember out and see if she would like to join us. Looks like everybody else wants to join us besides Ember. Ember dear. There we go. Maybe somebody else will stay home. Looks like Ash and Spark are going to stay home this time. Alright, and I think we will go west just because we really want to make sure that just kidding, dogs. Doesn't look like anyone's really ready to intercept these dogs. Okay. There we go. I think Timber spotted them before everyone else did. Let's get Bolt and Striker out. Make sure they're okay. Hi, guys. That's alright. We won't let those dogs get you. All right, I guess we could try to run over to the carcass and see if there's anything left on that. That might be folly, but try and get Ember to go hunting with us again. There we go. All right, is she coming? Yes. All right, let's go ahead and run by the carcass and see what there is to find over there. All right, well, we were able to take down a mule deer mom, actually. There is a baby around here somewhere pretty easily. So hopefully that will help Ember get a bunch of food. Yep, she is doing good. That's actually going to take one bite as well, just to make sure that he's full all the way. And we might still try and find this fawn to take back to the pups as well. It's going to be a little bit hard without the mom for an anchor point, but I think we can do it. All right, well, we were able to find another mule deer fawn here, and we found the previous one as well. So we're gonna let everyone eat up on that and be able to bring this one back. Looks like everyone might actually be full, so I think we'll have Timber take the last bite. And this won't go a long way with the adults, but I think the pups will appreciate it. And we're able to get these sections all taken care of, which is great because that is up against Blaze. So I think we're pretty satisfied with that. We'll go ahead and go home to the pups and make sure to get them a little bit of a snack. Well, you know, we found a bigger snack. So as sad as it is, I think we will go ahead and drop this mule deer fawn carcass, and it will be a snack for somebody else, I guess. But it does make, even though it's pretty wasteful, it does make more sense to bring this one home to the grown-ups because it will at least fill them up a little bit more, as well as give the pups a fighting chance to get some food. Okay, everyone, what do you think about this, huh? Nice, yummy snack. Yeah, I think everyone is starting to feel just a little bit better. And, you know, I'm really glad because I am always going to miss Nisha. And I know our time with Timber is very limited. But I think this is giving all of the pack members a really good stepping stone to start to prepare themselves for things like that. And even though it's so hard, I think that Timber is feeling a lot more relieved than he was. He was definitely really stressing out about that territory and about the other wolves for so long. And now seeing that his mate, you know, was able to relax and felt comfortable enough and had enough faith in her family to be able to lay down and, you know, take her final rest. I think that is kind of resting Timber's heart. You know, when everything first happened, I really think that he was very concerned about how he was going to do this without Nisha and what the Wildfire Pack would look like without Nisha. But now that he's had some time to reflect on it, I think that he is taking a little bit of Nisha's advice. I think knowing that she was so happy and so comfortable to be able to lay down and rest. That is giving Timber some comfort and putting a lot of his worries at ease. And I think that's really great. So I think that is where we are going to wrap it up for the day, friends. Thank you so much for joining me on this amazing adventure with our Wildfire Pack. Leave a like on the video if you are excited to see their story continue, and subscribe to the channel if you want to know when I post so you don't miss out. So thank you so much again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!